All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people. My name is Francine, and I am here with my channel, The Hermetic Herald, for another channeled message. This is going to be a celebrity tarot reading. It's going to be on Kylie Jenner. Okay, so I feel like this card is for her. So this one too. We're going to be looking at a couple of things. So for those of you that are new, my name is Francine, as I stated earlier. I am clairaudient primarily, clairvoyant, claircognizant. I do read tarot intuitively primarily, but I do fall in alignment with whatever messages are intended by Rider-Waite. So you're going to see there's going to be messages that are coming through for Kylie. I like to remain unbiased, so you're going to notice that if I mention something and ask the question, ask the audience a question, it's because I purposely don't look into these celebrities prior. I cannot pretend like I don't know Kylie, so I've heard a number of things about her, but I like to remain unbiased and not allow personal feelings, sentiment of any sort to affect my readings, okay? So I wanted to touch base on a couple of viewer requested things. So I want to look into more of her friend group, love life, and also her children, okay? So we're going to look into more about her. This is going to be a deeper look. Okay, so what I like to do as well with this channel is I like to also focus on her healing messages and also just a number of things. I don't like to look at just one aspect of an individual. I like to look at just the overall picture, okay? So Kylie is not... She's not about confrontation is what I'm getting already intuitively. What I'm seeing right away is the Three of Cups here, if you guys can see that. I want to see if I can move it a little bit for you guys. So the Three of Cups tells me that she's not very confrontational. She likes to have fun, likes to be positive, likes to enjoy and have a positive air around her. She does not like drama. Okay, does not like it in her family. So let's start off with just the overall energy that we're getting from her, okay? So the first card I'm getting is the Emperor, wanting to lead, wanting to focus on leading. Leading is her focus. Okay, so she's a very strong energy. She may have like very specific Aries placements. Let me just put that here and just move my camera just a little bit so that I can, just so that you guys can see it a bit better. She is a very dominating energy. She likes to be in control. She likes to plan. She likes to lead. We're going to look at what else is coming through for her. We also have the King of Cups leading. Also with a pure, it's like a very full, pure heart at something. She likes to allow herself to feel things emotionally very strongly. So she goes by her gut as well. I was receiving this information from her reading back when I did one on Timothée Chalamet and her. She was the more intuitive of the two of them. So I feel like she follows her gut. She follows her emotional, I'm hearing fantasies or like things that really feel good to her. She focuses on leading by not only a masculine energy, because I'm getting masculine energy so far, but she leads from a very passionate place. We also have the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, the energy that comes through is that she likes to take as much as she can from a situation, which could mean that she can be a bit stingy. What that means is that she tends to lead and focus on what feels emotionally fulfilling to her, but she has a tendency of racking things up and then taking her leave. So that's something that Spirit wants to address here for some reason here. We also have the Six of Swords. She does it so that she can move on to calmer waters out of turbulent times with her family. So she doesn't like... so I'm hearing trailblazer, but I'm also feeling like she likes to leave and find a trail when she feels like she's overwhelmed as well. I feel like she likes to take her leave when she feels like situations are not benefiting her. She likes to move out of situations very quickly. We also have here the Queen of Cups. So we're having the King and Queen come out. She looks for someone that also is very emotionally fulfilled or someone that is emotionally expressive. I feel like she has that coming through strongly in her reading. So I'm going to move these a little bit so you guys can see it. And we have the Magician. So she is a manifester. So when she wants something, she goes and she gets it. She operates mostly in her masculine. And she also operates mostly in her emotional space, and then from her emotional center of what she feels is right, what feels good to her, she then moves into, I'm hearing manipulation, or into her mental space of how to get her mind focused and centered on something. So sometimes she has to push her mind to work with her when her emotions are really focused on something. We have the Three of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Six of Cups. So I feel like she has a number of things that want to come through in regards to love, in regards to her perception of things changing over time, and about past love. So there's some karma or some karmic relationships that are going to come through. And I'm seeing the King of Swords, someone that's a King of Swords, likely an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have the Devil coming through and the Eight of Cups, which tells me that she moved out of this energy. She is trying to move out of this energy, but this person has some kind of hold on her. This is a Knight of Pentacles as well. This is someone who is very slow and steady. This can be a person with very prominent earth placements that's coming through here. She worries about this person, but she has a lot of love for them. They give her a lot of anxiety, and when she feels like she has a lot of anxiety, she tends to move away from that situation really quickly to understand it, and I feel like that's what she's currently dealing with. So this person could be Travis. This person likely is Travis here. All right. It feels like there's so much to say, but let's keep going. So let's look at her friend group specifically. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What would you like to say about Kylie Jenner's friend groups? First person I heard was Jordan Woods. Let's see here. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. She has a very young energy with regards to her friendships. So she has an openness to friendships, to joy, to sharing her joy with people. Very expressive, very confident when she meets someone that she trusts. Leo energy coming through. What would you like to say, Spirit, about her friendships? We have 3 cards here. I'm also going to get an archetype deck for her, or archetype card. So I like to look at light and shadow attributes of each person I deal with. So let's look at her light attribute with regards to friend groups. Any other light attributes, Spirit? Light attributes for Kylie Jenner here. Are there any others? Wow. Okay, and then what are her shadow attributes and friend groups? Okay. All right. She tends to take time away when she, like I said earlier, doesn't feel emotionally fulfilled or feels stuck mentally, and that includes her friend groups. The cards we have here are currently with her friend groups. She's feeling the 5 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Coins. So there's some like really long-standing relationships, people that feel like family to her, that she is very up in the air about, or feeling unsure. She's feeling very doubtful about a number of relationships. I feel as though there might be 7. There's something about 7 and divine timing at play, where she has had some people that were really in her corner, or people that she really felt a really deep connection with long term, that are being addressed and assessed here. 5 of Wands tells me that there's like some butting of heads. Butting heads is something that she constantly sees within her friend group. Let's look into how many people. Spirit, how many people are we talking about? Because we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Hierophant. These experiences have been very impactful in her life, because I feel like she's had very long-term connections. She's not someone to open up too deeply with until like there's time, unless there's time between the two of you, like there's been enough time for her to get to know you, to trust you. She then begins to open up, and she is this Leo energy, this expressive person here. I feel like that's her energy coming through with the Strength card. And she's also like, she takes people under her wing as well, in a sense where she teaches them things, she takes care of them, very fatherly like energy. That's coming through as well. Why is the 5 of Wands here, Spirit, for regards to her friendships? She struggles to find balance with her relationships. It feels like she butts heads, or is currently butting heads with some friend groups here. We have the Queen of Cups. She loves them very deeply. This is like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Queen of Cups came through earlier, right? And we have Leo. So she feels determination. She feels a lot of strength in her stable relationships, but there's times where she needs to take time away to isolate and to recalibrate again. Hermit mode means inner light, inner and a deeper understanding of her friend groups. She has a lot of love though that she gives within her friend groups, but she's currently dealing with a lot of battles. So there's some inconsistency with regards to the person being a friend to her. And the Ten of Swords is here. So I'm feeling really strongly that she takes it very personal when someone is not there for her, when they're not a source of strength and confidence for her, when they're not there for her and taking and doting on her the way she does, because she's giving off a very strong mother-like energy. And I feel like she's shedding away some really strong relationships that she's had with the Death card and the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups. It's made her more emotionally fulfilled to release some of these bonds. She had like relationships long-term with some people that were actually business partners, people that she worked with. I think when business got involved, that affected the relationship. I'm feeling that strongly. So they're highlighting that the business aspect of the relationship affected things. Is there any advice for her? Don't let your past hold you back. She's trying to release some past friendships with people. I think that she feels like because they've had history, that means that she has to be with them or has to talk to them or has to reconcile with them. We have adjustments are required. So she needs to adjust her friend group right now. Spirit wants you guys to know, as those that are interested in her life, that she needs to address. I'm hearing Omni. What's interesting is Omni. I think of omnipresent, which is about everywhere. I feel like she's trying to do everything and anything. Like she's very busy. Her energy is very busy and also sporadic. So I feel like she's trying to do so many things at once, but Spirit wants her to focus on her fears. What are her fears surrounding these work relationships that seem to be topsy-turvy, that seem to be unbalanced, that are very much rooted in work? I feel like she needs to hold her vision for what she wants in friendships because these people are falling away, and I feel like she needs to make adjustments. I feel like she has better relationships coming ahead. She has Taurus coming through, so there might be a prominent Taurus that has been helping her, that has been a source of friendship in her life, that has been like a rock to her. I feel like Taurus energy is very solid, or at least in their light attribute, they're very faithful, supportive, and strong friends that'll go the distance. Yeah, so she has a specific Taurus that's coming through. So yeah, there's a need for work. We have numbers 47, go the distance, right? There's someone here that's going to go the distance with her with regards to her friendships, and also chop wood, doing the work that's needed to keep up with this relationship. I feel like she likes to have consistency, and I feel like the people around her are making her feel unsure. They're kind of opening up the question, do they care as deeply as I care about them? So she's feeling like she needs to separate and isolate in order to address the fears, in order to address the doubts that come through with these people. As far as the archetypes go of these friend groups, right, we have her archetype as engineer, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, and talent for redesigning resolutions to common dilemmas. She's very good at working with her schedule and making time for people when she feels very strongly about them. I feel like she's able to organize her schedule with the Queen of Swords type energy coming through, and she's able to communicate that. I think she's very communicative with her friends. We also have monk nun, selfless devotion to and single-minded dedication to spirit. She's very pure in her energy towards her friend groups for the most part. I feel like once she gets hurt though, that's when she starts to rescind her energy, or she starts to shift her energy. But usually when she starts off a relationship, she's very open to the people that have shown or proven themselves to be good, consistent friends. I feel like that's what Spirit's really highlighting. She's all about constant or consistent dedication. Okay. So it feels like she also is kind of clearing out some and purging some energies in her friend groups, because I feel like with the selfless devotion, she's devoted to keeping her peace. She's devoted to prosperity. She's devoted to the right people, to the people that show themselves up or show up to her or show up in her life. I feel like work partnerships are really what she's dealing with. She's trying to decipher who's there for her and who isn't. We also have hero coming through for her attribute as a friend. That is passion for a journey of personal empowerment. She likes to empower her friends and likes when they empower her. Very cyclical, or like very what you give, I give back energy. Very Six of Pentacles and balanced energy here. I'm hearing that she has 3 specific friends that are very, very, I'm hearing top tier. All right. We also have child wounded coming through, which is awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, opens a learning path of forgiveness. So you'll notice that the people that she has in her friend group are people who tend to have gone through a lot with regards to feeling isolated, or feeling like they've had to grow up or learn how to operate in society on their own. She might just really draw or be drawn to people that have been wounded by their parents, wounded by their family, wounded by certain experiences in life. That's coming through. She prefers people that are also not trying to act as if they have it all together. I feel like that strongly. I feel like she more so goes for people that are empowered and people that she can look up to. We also have, what's interesting is we have, hero, heroines coming through as light and shadow, because I'm seeing escapism and a false sense of heroism. So she likes when people have their stuff together physically, but she has to be wary of also maybe focusing too much on what they do, right? Escapism is coming through though in relationships. So she has some karmic attributes with regards to, it's like coming out of a relationship. Sometimes she tends to run away when she sees something that she doesn't like. She has to be very careful of just running away from a situation and not addressing it head on. Okay, that's coming through really strongly for some reason. Let's make some space here. I'm a Virgo, so I like to keep things organized, and I don't like the setup like this. So we're gonna move that here. All right, and then we have her other archetype here as Hermit. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Sometimes she can grow cold, where if she doesn't feel like you're a friend or you're close to her, she'll withdraw from you. She won't talk to you. She'll spend time away from you and isolated. So that's coming through. We also have Avenger, restoring or resorting to violence in the name of a cause. When she feels hurt, she gets into her Queen of Cups energy, where she can sting back or fight back in a very passionate way. So when you're against her, she really goes against you and will resort to some form of violence. That could be emotional violence of like verbally cussing you out and telling you something about what you did. She's very much a defender for herself. She will not let people put her down. She won't let someone I'm hearing erase or forget something about her energy, about her. I'm hearing compassion. So she has some compassion, and she doesn't like when people take advantage, obviously, but it seems as though it's like, that's like a really big, pet peeve for her, is when people take advantage of her kindness. Resorting to violence. She'll resort to violence if she feels like she's been wronged by you. We have also pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. She might try to act like she's a mentor to her friends, and she has to be careful of that. So in light of that, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what are her friends? It looks like her friends tend to be the healer archetype, because we're having that come through. So these people that she has as friend groups are actually are coming from a place of seeing needs that Kylie has, and she tends to latch onto them because they show her things about herself. They show her, healer and artist are here. She tends to pick out people that are healers, people that are able to transform pain into healing, people that are really good in the public eye, that match up with her energy physically as well. We also have people that are also artists, so people that are able to express life that is just beyond the 5 senses and inspires others to see life symbolically. Well, she has a lot of archetypes for her friend groups. I'm just going to say that. So I feel as though there's 3 people and they'd have 3 archetypes each. We have these 3 being the top archetypes that she looks for. Let's move that. healer, artist, networker. Child eternal is the next one. This is someone who's young in spirit. She likes people that are very young in their energy. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Pioneers, people who are passionate about doing and creating what hasn't been done before. She likes the wild cards in her relationships. And she also tends to be into people that have a lot of power, or people who are very destructive sometimes. Destructive in the sense of they can really burn bridges, and they're not afraid to burn bridges with people. Very outspoken, very passionate energies are coming through. So that's her second group of people. She likes also people that are understanding the nature of healthy romance, or inspires you to rely on yourself. People who are healthy in their attachments, people who also have their own thing going. She likes to see people that are more independent, seeing people that have some cause that they focus on, or have an ability to communicate knowledge. She wants to be able to learn from these people, but she likes intimidating energies, guys, with the bully card. She likes intimidating energies with the destroyer, bully, pioneer, and artist. But she likes people who have a soft side and are healers as well. So in light of this, Spirit, which is going to help us understand her a little bit better, are there any karmic archetypes? Wow. Yeah. So she likes people who are relying on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. People who are very like Gemini energy. So she might have a specific Gemini that's coming through. Someone who is not too involved with their emotional state, who can look at things like very solidly, like they can see things, and they also have this tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Interesting. Not great energies. She tends to attract people that are not very nice to most people, but they are when they know you, when they're close to you. It's interesting. We also have dilettante. So pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. People like her that have a lot of information to share with people, for some reason that's coming through. She had this earlier. So we're going to move on. Let's go on into, I feel like the energy is shifting. Let's look at the state of her relationship right now with her friend group. We saw an overall energy. Let's look into specifics. What is the state of her relationship right now with Jordan Woods? What is the state of her relationship right now with Jordan Woods, Spirit? Whoa, Two of Swords, indecisiveness. Let's see here. Whoa, so many cards. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. Okay, Two of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the Magician upright, the Eight of Swords, and the Hanged Man. She's going through a mind, I'm going to say it, she's going through a mind fuck, because what I'm getting is that she goes through indecisiveness with Jordan. With the Two of Swords, that tells me she's indecisive about her at times, but she's trying to move past that energy. Two of Wands in reverse tells me that she tries not to look too ahead of the relationship, not to look too far into, too deeply into things. She tries to restrict access from what people are thinking and other opinions. I think she's trying to listen to her heart, listen to her intentions, or hit her intuitive senses more rather than what other people are saying. With the Two of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse tells me she wants to transition into a really exciting and joyful energy with her, but she has to almost force it. I feel like she gets in her head too much with this relationship, and she needs to spend more time in deliberation about her. It feels like that's her internal vibe, how the state of the relationship is going right now. She feels like in her head a lot. And I think it's between the two of them. I'm hearing oscillating. They oscillate between feeling indecisive about each other, about trying to come to terms with how things went in the past, moving into something calmer together. They're trying to move into it together, and they're manifesting or trying to manifest it. But I'm hearing etched. Something is etched in stone. Something has transitioned with these two, and I don't think they can go back to the way things were. Look at that. We have the World, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool. They want to be free, carefree again. They want to be just as they were, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing or possible. We have the Three of Wands. They're trying to move towards that, but they have to reestablish their friendship a bit more. They're putting in the effort. What is Jordan bringing to the relationship? Jordan is bringing the Ace of Swords, clarity, truth. She's talking and telling her piece, telling people the truth, telling specifically Kendall. Why did I hear Kendall? She's telling Kylie the truth here. She's being very communicative and expressive about how she feels and what she thinks. We also have the Ten of Coins. Yeah, she sees her as family. She sees her as someone that she feels at peace with. And I feel like she's also trying to be at peace with her relationship with Kylie. She's trying to be honest. Yeah, she's trying to be fair with the Justice card. What is Kylie bringing to the relationship, Spirit? She's bringing the Fool. She's bringing ignorance almost. She's trying to forget. She's trying to get rid of all the burdens, to be lightweight, or to be free, to be balanced. She's bringing more so like, I want to move on energy. I want to move forward. And we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, she still feels some sadness, or I feel like what's coming through is that she missed her. I feel like she had some sadness and disappointment about how things went, but now she's taking ownership of her sadness and saying, I'm going to focus on making something new with her, with Jordan. I'm going to focus on this opportunity here to make something beautiful with her. Six of Wands is that she wants it to be successful, and she's very expressive. She wants to start over, but it's more so like a forcible thing on her part, and she's coming from a place of clarity. She's answering questions that she likely had in order for her to heal, and she's in a place to receive it and to heal and move forward. What are they bringing together to this relationship? Whoa, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Interesting. What are they bringing together in this relationship is the Empress. For some reason, I'm getting that Jordan wants to have a family. Does she have a family, guys? Because I'm feeling as though she wants to pursue that. And she's trying to pursue more of her feminine energy of like opening up to friendships, and she's healing as well. I feel like she had some perception of women in her life, and I feel like she, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, is looking and searching for generosity in her heart towards other women, other females. With the Empress card coming out, I feel like she's trying to find, together they're finding like gratitude for the women in their lives. It's something about her healing her perception of women, and cattiness or something like that is coming through. And this is a huge step in the right direction for them with the Tower and the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, independence, entrepreneurial energy, passion, long term. Yeah, they're trying to find fulfillment in each other. That's their potential, is being abundant together, of allowing themselves to experience a lot of major healing, major upheaval in regards to women in their life. Is there anything else you'd like to say about what they're bringing to this relationship? The Lovers. Yeah, they're trying, interesting. They're trying to balance and stand their ground in love as well. I think they have some something in common with regards to their love life. Yeah, they went through a lot of like devils or like King of Cups energies, like some water sign in Jordan's life is coming out. Balance with relationships. I think they find that they're in the same position with love. Love is coming through here. Their potential is finding fulfillment in honoring their feminine energy more between the two of them. What lessons are they learning? Three of Wands. They're learning how to move out of certain energies that they had. They had some falling out in regards to their energies. And now they're moving towards communication, moving towards pressing forward and always talking to each other about things when they come up. What lessons are they learning through this relationship, Spirit? Wow. King of Coins. Yeah. It's also about generosity. It's about building your legacy together. They're learning also about their fathers in their life and pain surrounding their father figure. to not like sit in dissatisfaction or sadness with regards to their father figure, but of communicating their needs. I feel like they're finding like a lot of solid ground together. 10 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, they're trying to be happy. They're trying to move past a lot of like energies that try to sever them or set them apart or try to break them up. They're trying to be more communicative. Communicative 100%. What should they pay close attention to, though? The world in reverse. Things from the past coming back up very quickly. They need to move on because there's going to be like people that are going to bring up the past. I feel like people have already brought up the past and tried to bring them back to where they were. Death, yeah, they need to close off cycles. 2 of Cups. And to remember this this connection. There was a lot of pain in their past, guys, before when they broke up. Or when they, I don't know why I said broke up. When they decided to sever the ties as friends here. This is a really deep connection that they're really anxious and worried about losing. When I have like a throat chakra issue, that tells me that they had a lot of said words that were unsaid that they need to share ASAP too. 3 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. They had a lot of hurt feelings towards each other that they need to come into balance with, and they need to build something better. I feel like they can't revert back to what they had in the past at all. They have to create something completely new. King of Cups in reverse. I feel like I need to tell you guys what this means in the book. Yeah, came right to it. Friction, disharmony, strained or lost relations, conflict, and grief. They need to be careful of conflict, grief, disharmony, and friction between them. I don't know why Spirit really wants to highlight that. And I feel like this card is also an answer. 3 of Swords, yeah. They're trying to stand up and to fight for this relationship. Don't expect them to take this lightly at all. They're really trying to fight through this. I hope and wish them the best, honestly, because it feels like they're putting in a lot of effort and they're trying to heal something. Now that ever since Kylie became a mother, I feel like her energy is mirroring a lot of healing. I feel like it's bringing people to this place of healing as well. I think that was a great step in the right direction for her healing process and her journey, is addressing her mother instincts or archetypes, like with regards to her mother woundings, you know. She needed to heal that. It's always good to heal before you have children. I'm not saying have children so that you can heal, but sometimes you find a lot more healing in becoming that mother, father. Relationships that are very transformative do that to you. Let's see what else is coming through with regards to this relationship. What is the Moonology card? Whoa, work through your fears. Or no, it's time to release negativity. Wow, a romantic cycle. A new romantic cycle begins and nothing will come of this situation. Let's look at what the outcome of this friendship is going to be. What is the outcome, Spirit? What is the outcome of this relationship? Wow, okay. Page of Swords, Page of Coins, Magician, Hanged Man, the Hermit, and the Fountain. So, oh, okay. I don't think it's going to go to a depth that they might have had prior. I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to try to take it really, really slow. I feel like with the Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, it means that they're offering an extension of themselves, like they're trying to find how they relate to each other. But I don't think they're going to find that they're very, very much as close as they used to be. They're going to see things from a new perspective, but I feel as though they're going to isolate from each other at some point in the future. I feel like they're going to be at peace with each other, but I don't see them as being close as, yeah, as close as they were. Death card. There's a lot of transformation in this relationship, Scorpio energy, but I feel like they're eventually going to leave each other in the dark. In regards to like the future, I feel like they have too many differing perspectives with the Lovers, Ten of Cups, and the Five of Wands. It tells me that their love life, situations in their life, they're not going to resonate with each other going forward. It feels like with the new romantic cycle begins, it feels like they started something new, but with the nothing will come of this situation card, it tells me that it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be very like, we're good, we're on good terms, we're good, moving on. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, they're going to be standing their ground, and they're not going to resonate with each other as much. I feel like they don't resonate with each other right now. I feel like their lives, their work and life, their personal and work lives are so different than what they were before. Okay, so that's what I have for Jordyn Woods. Are there any messages in regards to Kylie with regards to other friend groups, other people in her circles here? What messages do you have for Kylie in regards to her friend groups? Yeah, she's going to have to accept people falling away. And she has to remain open with her yin energy, feminine energy. You're going to see a number of people falling away. They just don't resonate with each other anymore. Change in the wind. What did I say? She's getting the number 212, which tells me that she's seeing that a lot, probably as a synchronicity, and come to the edge. She's going to have to accept that some relationships are not going to stay. Most of them actually were short term. Yeah, she's going to have to continue chopping her wood, chopping what she's, continuing to do what she feels she needs to do, and she's going to see people shift a lot. That's where she'll find her joy, is just in working on herself, being present, and accepting these people and the emotions that come up when she thinks about them. Look at that, guys. To the sea, building blocks, and time to go. Time to go is the biggest one that reminds me that she's moving very quickly through these relationships. They're not going to be here long term. Five of Swords. I feel like she's going to have a lot of conflicts coming forward or going forward, and she's going to leave these conflicts cold turkey is what I'm getting. So I predict that you're going to hear like talks of a friendship that has gone sour, and you're going to see her quickly move out of this relationship onto calmer waters. It won't even faze her that much. It might hurt for a little bit, but it's not going to really affect her as deeply. I don't know why I'm hearing soccer, so that's interesting. Don't know if she went to a soccer game with them recently or something, but Spirit's also highlighting a number of things with regards to love. Let's look at her love life. What is her advice, Spirit? Let's move on. What would you like to say in regards to her love life, Spirit? Prosperity lies ahead. Wow. That is a promising one. And then a personal issue reaches resolution. I'm feeling this card. It says step out of your comfort zone. So she's stepping out of her comfort zone. Spirit wants to highlight that her commitment to the same old is shifting. She can't attract the same people anymore. I think her soul needs to look at the horizon and look at other energies that she didn't expect to like or didn't expect to have something in common with. That's coming through. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is her love life looking like? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is Kylie Jenner's love life going to look like soon? I got the King of Cups coming through, but too many. I see a couple on the floor. We have the Seven of Swords on the floor and also the Queen of Cups. The Emperor, yeah. Her being in control. She's a very dominating energy in relationships. Yeah, she's going to be on top of her relationships. We also have the Four of Wands. She's looking for something long-term, moving into the Knight of Pentacles energy and the Empress. Whoa, we have the Emperor and the Empress, guys. Bottom of the deck is the Fool, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. She's going to... Wow. She's going to start something new with someone, and it's going to be something long-term. Okay. But I'm getting the energy of pushback. with the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. She knows what she wants, and she wants something long term, but there might be people around her that are trying to tell her otherwise. We have the Queen of Pentacles, an Earth sign, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man. There might be some people that are saying, focus on your career, Kylie. Don't focus on your love life right now. See things from a completely different perspective. And I feel like this is a Queen of Pentacles or a mom. So it might be Chris that's giving her this feeling where she just feels like she should have fun and just allow herself to enjoy. I feel like she might be telling her, hey, when you're in a marriage or when you're in a committed relationship, you can't do X, Y, or Z. Something like that is coming through. I'm hearing refrigeration. I don't know if she's trying to say like let it sit in the fridge, like let some past relationships sit in the fridge. Interesting. Slow but steady. Yeah, she's telling her in divine timing, it'll make sense. She wants her to heal first, Chris, before she goes into a relationship long term. She wants her to open up to her sexual energy, allow herself to date and to commingle, allow herself to experience some changes in her life, and to go slow and steady. Number 3 is very significant. How many kids does she have? Because I feel as though 3 is coming through. If she doesn't have 3, she likely will have 3 going on her current trajectory here. Yeah, it's going to be a very joyful child, whenever this third child comes into the fold, because I feel like this is something that she envisions. She wants to have another baby. I feel like she may not necessarily be like, yeah, I want to do it right now, but there's something about her dreaming and wanting more, wanting a relationship long term, wanting someone that's slow and steady with the Knight of Pentacles here. Wow. Love life. Okay. Let's see what's going on with her and Timothy. How does she feel, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, about Timothy externally? Externally. What does she feel internally towards Timothy Chalamet? I'm going to go into this unbiased and just see what comes through. As per usual. Okay. Wow. The ones that hit the table are going to be her internal vibe towards him. So let's look at Timothy. What are his internal vibes? Wow, I said internal, right? Let's do internal. What are his external vibes? Okay. Whoa. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. I feel a very strong energy of like money, a lot of things regarding money and balance and karma coming through with regards to this relationship and their dynamic. It's very interesting. It seems to be the same as what I got in the past. Let's see what's shifted about their emotional state though. Her external vibe is the Ten of Swords. She's feeling really weighed down. She's feeling very drained, very mentally drained with regards to Timothy. She's kind of over it with the Ten of Swords. What are you guys seeing? Because I feel like the readings from a number of readers as well as myself have been very clear and very like consistent. But I get that externally she wants people to see the Ten of Swords. Maybe that people see that they're taking time away from the media. Maybe she's just really tired and drained from doing so much outside already. But that's coming through. Externally, I'm getting death, which is meaning that he either externally just sees her as someone who's really transformative, who has changed the trajectory of his life in some way, or that the relationship is ended, or that the relationship is going nowhere. When death comes in, it could mean that they're transitioning a lot and that they're shifting a lot. So he externally is like seeing her as someone that's bringing him to another place. Let's see. What is she internally, Kylie, internally feeling towards him? The Moon. Illusions. Usually it's about secrets. And the Page of Swords. I don't think she feels like she knows him deeply yet. I feel like he's restricting or holding back from her. With the Page of Swords, that's usually someone who's not very communicative. That's someone who's very quick and very youthful, but they're not as deep in their communication. The Moon is coming through. It tells me that there's still obscurity or secrets. We have the King of Wands energy, what he had in his reading. He's calling the shots in some regard. physically. She's very very intuitive, but I feel like he's also being very focused on putting his foot down, energetically speaking. Even if he doesn't tell her, it's like he's trying to restrict communication in some way. His internal vibe is the world. He sees her as a means of transitioning into something new. He sees her as something very transformative. He has the death card in the world, guys. His feelings towards her are a lot more powerful, and I feel like she's just responding to that. I'm hearing spectrum. So let's see. What is the outcome of this relationship? What will happen in regards to this relationship on its current trajectory? Feeling this card. What will occur in this current trajectory, Spirit? Yeah. Let's look at these 5, because I feel this one too. All right, we have the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Pentacles, give and take, reciprocity, balance. This can also be about karma. Let's look at what their outcome is. We have the 8 of Wands, quick forward movement into the Knight of Pentacles, transitioning into taking things a lot more slow and steady so far. We also have Justice, of finding balance with this situation, 2 of Swords. They need to address some imbalances with regards to their mental state. And I'm seeing the Queen of Wands. So I feel like Kylie is feeling a little unbalanced, and there needs to be more balance on her end. I feel like he's coming off a lot more strong, which is interesting because Kylie actually was coming off stronger in the beginning of this relationship, or whatever this was. So that tells me that she's not in her power in comparison to Timothy. He somehow gained some upper hand in the sense that he sees this as a huge turning point for him. But I saw the King of Pentacles earlier, which tells me that there's something about money here. King of Pentacles is about your bounty. It could be this relationship is like a bounty for them, but it feels like money. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles, and a Star. They're trying to find balance with regards to opening up to each other. I feel like Kylie is really hurt because she feels like he's not opening up to her enough. He's closing off on her, and she doesn't like that. I feel like Timothy, I'm not sure what his astrological signs are, but I feel like he's the type to close off when he wants to feel in control in some way, and he tends to like hold this facade or this wall up. Frustrating. Okay. What is Kylie's what is Kylie's archetype in this dynamic? What is Kylie's archetype? She's the exorcist, like she was in the last reading. What is her, gambler. She's taking a risk with him. What is her karmic attribute? Wow, rescuer. She's trying to rescue this guy. Priest. What is Timothy's light attribute? Wow, he's a mentor, and he is the prince archetype. What is Timothy's karmic attribute? Avenger. Whoa. Child eternal. He's very childlike and doesn't grow up. Just gonna be honest. And he's also acting a little bit pretentious between the two of them. So I'm getting that she tends to be she comes from a very mature place compared to him. She's willing to follow her intuition about this relationship. So my camera cut off for a second there, so I needed to come back. But I wanted to just convey what I'm seeing with Kylie and with Timothy. So I was saying that I feel like she's a more mature energy in the sense that I'm seeing that she's more so focusing on her intuitive nudgings throughout the relationship. I mean, there's times where she seems like, for instance, with now, she feels like her energy is kind of dwindling. It feels like she's feeling not in control right now compared to Timothy, because he has 2 major arcana coming through. But I wanted to just kind of revisit that because that's very interesting to note. Exorcist is about freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. She tries to control or mother him in a way. What comes through for me is that she tries to guide him. She feels like a sense of like there's like a combination of her being maybe interested in him but also wanting to guide him. Gambler energy tells me that she also is trying to follow her intuition even when others are doubting her or feel like they're not a good pair. He has passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. He has the tendency of wanting to be a mentor to people, and I feel like he's a mentor in some ways to Kylie with regards to his career path. That's coming through, and I feel that really strongly. I'm getting the Chariot energy, like she's transitioning into something else career-wise, and he's trying to help her, but he's also doing it as a prince with romantic charm and potential for power. He's a very sly energy, very thought-provoking. It's just that she's coming from a place of intuitive nudgings, and he's coming from more of a practical place. With the rescuer archetype and the priest, it's telling me that she sees that she's a bit higher than him, in the sense that she feels like she comes from, I'm hearing like old money, or like a sense of coming from a place of seeing a lot of success surrounding her throughout her life, and feeling like she needs to have the person she helps or assists reciprocate. She expects him to reciprocate and keeps him needy in some ways. She also feels like she tends to get seduced by her own role in his life, and I feel like she takes a very controlling approach at times, and I think he pushes back against that. So I don't know, this is helping them because I feel like it's showing her something very vital. And when he comes in with his karmic archetypes, he tends to be it's interesting that he got the same card she did in friendships. So how Timothy is acting between them is similar to how Kylie is in friendships. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause. He will put his foot down. You see this person turning their back, they're like, no, I'm not doing that. He feels very stubborn in his energy. He also has the inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. He depends on her for some form of security with regards to career, because we have dilettante here. That's about someone who's very talented, who delights in the arts, but he's coming through as a shadow attribute, which tells me he has a pretension to much deeper knowledge than he actually possesses. So he can learn a lot between these two. I feel like he can learn a lot from her, and I feel like that's what's going on in this dynamic. It doesn't feel very lovey-dovey. I feel like he comes from a very flirtatious sense or energy, but she's coming from a very motherly energy. With the Exorcist and the Rescuer, she wants to save people. She's wanting to save them in some way. Between them, their healing messages is self-love. That's coming through that's strongly. Self-love is important here. And I got the priest archetype attached. So I feel like when she tries to help him or tries to act as if she's maybe a bit more pious energetically, it's showing there's like a sense of her needing to focus on loving herself and not having to prove herself or prove that she is loved or that people love her. I feel really strongly like she needs to just focus on herself right now and not on trying to pour into so many people, especially if it's not being reciprocated. I'm also getting the card letting go, guys, and I shuffled the deck. 41 and 43. This feels like it's going in order. Letting go. They need to let go in some regards. We have omens. There's signs and synchronicities that they need to let go. Is there anything else, Spirit? Whoop. We also have perception that fell. So their perceptions are changing and shifting as well. If you guys have seen my last reading, you'll see that they learned a lot. They grew a lot in terms of their perception of each other. Yeah, abundance, seeing that they don't have to be limited by what people want from them. I'm hearing black box. Interesting. I'm also seeing stripping illusions of each other. Yeah, they've already grown a lot together. I feel like they just need to integrate it with the integration card and the sexual energy card and allow themselves to heal some form of perception that they had towards the other in the beginning. Okay, they're healing that. So that's beautiful. They don't have to stay together in order to do these things, you know, but this is the start. Soulmates, look at that. They were meant to meet each other in this way. I feel like when they were orphaned or feeling orphaned is when they met. And now they're seeing the impact that the other person has had on their life. But I feel like they are very distinct energies. They don't feel like they're gelling as well. Serendipity, though. And chaos and conflict. Yeah. They were meant to experience this and to ask the question, why? Yeah, it's all about them becoming new people, becoming stronger. I want to see if there's anything else that I need to mention. I have my list here. Yeah, children. So as it pertains to their children, what messages do you have in regards to their Kylie's children? Wow, that came out strong. It says bring love into the situation. They're going to challenge her big time is what I'm getting. Let me just move all of this out of the way here. This is a longer message. Thank you, Spirit Team, for these messages so far. If you like this message, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. Doing that will help people see this in the algorithm. And also, if you appreciate just the length of these videos and how in-depth I get into them, feel free to let me know. Share it with other people that you feel like would appreciate the longer messages. Yeah, just do whatever you feel is right to support. Okay, so let's keep going. Yeah, that card is coming to mind again. Bring love into the situation. Big time. So they're gonna challenge her a lot with the status quo when they grow up, and as they grow up, they're already teaching her a lot. But I feel like she's gonna realize that they're gonna be starting a new age. There's something about them being different than the family dynamic here. We have thinkers. They're very big thinkers. I'm also getting a Cancer energy, which is interesting. Someone here is an Aquarius, so I don't know if this is the current one of her children right now, or if this is a future child. But Aquarius and Cancer are coming through. They're challenging her a whole lot. Yeah, Seeker. These kids are going to be so smart. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Even if they decide to do something for clout, or something that's in the public eye that people will like, they're very intelligent. We have God as the archetype coming through for these children, exorcist and gambler. What's interesting is these two came out earlier for how she approaches Timothy. So they are going to be intuitive. They're going to be very compassionate, and they're going to be very powerful energies. They will free people, including herself, from destructive impulses just by being in her presence. They, just by being in the presence of other people, will change them and bring love into situations. Powerful energy already. Now, I don't know her children very much, but I believe her children are Stormy and Air. I believe they changed their son's name to Air again, from Wolf, I believe. So let's go into Stormy. Let's see, sir. What attributes of Stormy? I feel this one strongly. Is it this one too, Spirit? No. What attributes of Stormy would you like to make known to me? To the collective right now. Wow. Okay. So for Stormy, King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Very bountiful. Yeah, she's going to be a trailblazer. I'm hearing that word again. 10 of Cups. She likes harmony. She's going to be a very harmonious person, very well liked. 10 of Cups tells me like she's going to be all about family, and I'm getting that Cancer energy again. But the 4 cards we're getting for Stormy are 5 of Cups, the Tower, the 4 of Swords, and Judgment. She's going to go through some lows in regards to disappointment, and this can be disappointment with regards to her family. I feel like she's going to have some disappointing times in the beginning. I'm hearing 13. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of upheavals in her life, and she's going to be able to see these upheavals. There's going to be a lot of dramatic changes with regards to her family, but I feel like she's going to be a peaceful person. She's more so peaceful and resolute, even if she might outwardly feel like things are going crazy, things are like transitioning so much. I feel like she's going to be going through a lot of transition periods in her life. I feel that very strongly. I'm also feeling like she's going to be the one that speaks out, though. She may take some time away from the public eye as she's growing up. For some reason, I'm seeing her in her teens. I feel like she might take some time away between 13 to 17 to focus on her inner world, to focus in on her peace, because it might be a pretty crazy ride for her. Sabotage or saboteur and bullies coming through. I'm feeling these two. Child magical and guide. She has been a guide to her mom. She has been a guide, and I think has helped her with her wounding, Kylie's wounding. She's a very peaceful energy. I feel like she just goes through a lot with this family and will go through some things, but she is going to learn a lot about self-empowerment, and I'm for some reason hearing My Chemical Romance, so I don't know if she's going to be listening to more rock or being involved in rock, but for some reason I'm getting that music is going to be very helpful to her. I feel like she's going to learn how to not be intimidated by other people and to take on her own role in life, focusing on her sacred beauty of the idea that everything is possible and that she's powerful. I feel like she's going to grow a lot, and people are going to see that and are going to be guided by her. The divine is going to take over in the sense of working with her, and she's going to be able to speak about a number of things regarding the family. I feel like she's going to be the mouthpiece for the family. She's going to talk about a lot of things. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. A lot of joy, a lot of fortune is in her blood. I'm feeling like she's going to have some difficulties in life, but she's going to be very, very strong and solid. I feel like that's all I should do for her, and then we're going to move on to air. Okay. Spirit, what would you like to say about air? I'm just trying to get a feel for him to close. What would you like to say about air? I feel like he's going to be very direct. Is he a Gemini? Something about that is coming through. Some Gemini placement is very significant. Spirit, what would you like to say about air? Let's flow. Very powerful energies at the end of the day. What would you like to say about air, Spirit? Wow. A deep thinker. He's going to be meditating, contemplating throughout his life. He's going to be very lucky, very fortunate with what he chooses to do, and I'm getting that new moon energy all around. He's going to be a breath of fresh air in this family. Communication is key. He's going to be very expressive, like I said, new moon in Gemini. Something about him speaking, and sometimes it might feel like he's speaking to a wall, but he is going to be a very good speaker. He's going to be kind of expressing his distaste for aspects of his family's dynamic. He's going to be more outspoken and cerebral about certain situations. I feel like he has this Egyptian energy to him, and I feel like he also is a soulmate for them. So either Kylie or Travis, and I'm feeling Travis might have a connection to him past life, as well as Kylie, but he's going to help move this family into balance just by existing. Wow, new day, a lot of ones. I don't know if he's a life path 1, but he is very powerful. Unlimited possibilities, 19 or 1 again. Unlimited possibilities, home and integration. Wow, he's going to be a huge source of integration for his family, meaning he's going to take in and consolidate some energies surrounding things that were left unsaid or not done in the family, and he's going to consolidate it, and he's going to make something beautiful out of it. He has a lot of things to be excited for, but he's definitely going to cut through some crap. Okay, we have servant coming through. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. I feel like he's really good at giving advice, and will be very good at giving advice to people for free because he wants to help people. All right, freebies is what I'm hearing. Child eternal, remaining young in body, mind, and spirit, and ability to see things with fresh new eyes. He might be involved in the music industry. I feel like he's going to be a very sweet energy, a very romantic energy when he's older. Potential for power as well, and also dilettante. He's going to be really good at a number of different things. Wow. His feminine energy is going to be expressed at a young age. I feel like he's going to love nature. He also might feel a bit of a loner, but he's going to want to help people regardless. He has a very sweet energy about him, very sweet aura. Yeah, I'm getting Gemini energy a lot. Very communicative and loving child. Very hardworking and very powerful. I feel like he's going to maybe not come into his focus right away. It's going to take some time, but he's going to be a very transformative energy. Scorpio placements are coming through. He's going to be a lover, like someone who just really loves people from the heart. Beautiful. We also had the moon and the Queen of Pentacles come through. Very feminine energy as well, very balanced. 7 of Cups in reverse. He's gonna be very direct with people, but it's gonna be a source and wellspring of a lot of information and insight. Justice. He is their justice and karmic retribution in this family. He's going to be very passionate on facing things head on with the Page of Wands, Tower, and the 3 of Cups. But he's going to do it in love. I feel like he has such great intentions for this family. He has, like, I'm seeing 8 being a significant year for him, where you're going to start seeing his giftings or seeing him speak out about certain things. Very beautiful. But that is what I'm going to leave you guys with, because I feel like this reading has gone on too long. But that is what you can expect from these two energetically. We will see what happens. And if I need to go into things more in depth, I will do that. But for now, you take care. Bye. Also, check out my personal readings and exclusive content. I will be doing personal readings for the month of October. And also check out my list that I'll be putting out of all of the videos I plan on doing going forward. I will be putting that out for the month of October. But you take care, and I'll see you soon.